believe I'm home. That I could ever be so lucky.
We're not lucky. We are blessed.
All right, everybody, quiet down. This is the first family reunion we've had in 5 years. To the future!
The future. The future was something my family would never see. They thought they murdered me. They were wrong. They were dead wrong.
That man must die.
Don't do it!
Don't let your memories kill you.
They can't kill me. I'm already dead.
Thomas Jane, John Travolta.
Make Castle dead. Whatever it takes. Whatever it costs.
This is not revenge. It's punishment.
Despite major backlash, cops refused to remove the Punisher logo from vehicles. Solvay, New York, the Solvay Police Department are refusing to remove decals of the Punisher, a vigilante comic book character, from their vehicles, a department lieutenant said Wednesday afternoon after complaints about the symbol. The Punisher symbol on the patrol vehicles of the Solvay Police Department, while similar to the symbol featured in Marvel Comics, is our way of showing our citizens that we will stand between good and evil, the statement from Chief Alan Wood and Lieutenant Derek Osbeck said. The Punisher is a popular Marvel comic book character, with an upcoming Netflix series release, who exacts punishment in the form of murder, kidnapping, extortion, and torture on those he deems guilty in his war on crime. The Punisher essentially acts as judge, jury, and executioner. Despite this reality, the police department have no intention of removing the decals from their vehicles, Lieutenant Osbeck said in a phone interview Wednesday afternoon with Syracuse.com. There would be no reason to, he said. Why would we remove it? Perhaps one good reason would be the fact that during a similar controversy earlier this year in Kentucky, Punisher co-creator Gary Conway weighed in on Twitter, explaining why his anti-hero Frank Castle shouldn't be a model for police, specifically noting that he was morally compromised and not to be emulated by cops. If a cop killed an innocent man and tried to cover it up, Frank might not hesitate to kill him. Not someone police should root for. As Castle himself said in my recent Punisher annual story, I'm not a good man. Further explaining the depth of the problem as it relates to our modern policing paradigm, sociologist Matthew Huey told Salon. The Punisher employs such tactics as threats, extortion, coercion, blackmail, kidnapping, torture and murder to achieve his ends. Over the last few decades, American police forces are increasingly being caught, even more so on camera, using these very same vigilante tactics and are criticized for acting as though they are the law, rather than being servants of the law. The use of the Punisher as an avatar by local police departments and other law enforcement agencies may also worsen the well-documented psychological phenomenon where police are faster to shoot African Americans than they are whites. It is reasonable to suggest, therefore, that the adoption of a vigilante killer's logo, who murders with impunity and without consequence, could worsen and entrench this already extant pattern. In spite of the clear disconnect between what the Punisher represents, and the job police are expected to fulfill within society, the Solvay police are resolute in their decision to use the symbol on their police vehicles. Read more, Black man tossed and dragged off BART train for doing nothing. There is no vigilante justice that takes place in our community or within our department, the statement said. The insinuation is insulting to those that stand up against evil and are willing to fight for and protect those that are in need. The thin blue line symbol on the decal shows the department believes in the unity and support of police nationwide, the statement said. There is clearly a war on police and the criminal element attempting to infiltrate and destroy our communities, lifestyles, and quality of living, requiring men and women willing to stand up to evil and protect the good of society, the statement said. On Tuesday, Salve Mayor Ron Benedetti said that he hadn't been informed of the decals before they were placed on the police vehicles. I'm looking into this, and if I feel it's inappropriate it will be coming off, Benedetti said. In the Kentucky case, Police Chief Cameron Logan of the Catlettsburg Police Department removed the car decals after receiving several phone calls admonishing the department's use of the logo. Logan said he regrets using the image and said in the future he'd do a little more research on the history behind some of Blue Lives Matter's more popular icons. The Punisher clearly represents a force that will not hesitate to kill those he personally deems criminal, without the need for evidence, a defense, or trial. For all intents and purposes he is the antithesis of justice. Is this really what Mayor Benedetti wants his police force to represent? Read more. Manning blows whistle again. Government so paranoid, its own employees now under total surveillance. If you want to let Mayor Benedetti know your feelings regarding his police force's use of the Punisher imagery on police vehicles, you can contact him using the information below, provided on the Village of Salve website.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon or $5 a month on Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head, help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.